Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Njeri Nyawira, and if you're new here, please subscribe to join this hustle family. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted, but during that time I've been off. I've had so many people who are interested in academic writing, and I think their major problem is researching and how do you carry out the whole research. What are the skills that I need to be a good researcher? Because technically, to be an online writer, to do any freelance writing, researching must be your friend. And if you're good in researching, definitely you'll succeed in online writing, in freelance writing, all those sort of forms of writing. Now, today I've decided to give you a few tips that I have had to use when I was actually starting out, and up to date I have been able to do good research papers just because of these skills. And you just don't need these researching skills if you're doing freelance writing. Now, if you're doing your thesis, even some of you who do, business development, and you do a lot of proposal writing, here are some of the things that can help you be a good researcher and do better papers at the end of the day. Now, let's get right into it.
I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
So point number one is actually understand your topic. Now, you have to understand what you're trying to write, or what is your task. If your task to write a certain topic and it might look like complex, please break it down and then understand the sub topics in this one topic. All right, so you have to first understand the topic. Don't just jump into the writing. Understand the topic, understand what it wants, understand what the client or maybe the job owner, the customer wants. When you understand the topic, then it will be easier for you to actually break it down into small subtopics for you to be able to research. Okay? Then point number two is actually, where do you get this content? Now, when many people are starting to write, they tend to use WikiHow, Wikipedia and stuff like that, or just those Google pages. Most of this content is not actually accurate because it has more of what people perceive, but you actually need to have published content that is your major sources. So before you actually know how to navigate through your sources, please always ensure you are using a book, a journal, peer reviews, and articles. Now, articles is mainly for pages like World Health Organization. Now, for things to do with corona and pandemic and all those things, they might give you the best of the content because their research is actually recognized, and they take time to actually put in this to put together this research. Well, compared to people who, like, I will just put my perspective and it doesn't have to be correct. So you have to be very careful on where you get your content, and that's why I insist, please make sure your resources are those three. That is mainly the books, the journals, peer reviews, and articles. Now, how do you get this? So if you have a topic, just write the topic or write the subtopic of what you're searching for, and at the end write journals or write books or write PDFs or write articles. Now you'll be able to actually get content because you'll get the books or related resources to what you're searching for, and from there then you're able to get legit information from these sources. So that's my point number two. Then point number three is actually now summarizing. Now you have to actually be very good at summarizing. You'll get content you like I've said, your research should not come from the short stories or short write-ups on Google. It should be books. Now, if you're researching and getting content from a book, then there'd be a lot of information you get. So you have to be able to minimize these huge reading to 1 or 2 paragraphs. So you actually have to read, understand, and then write all that content in a summary form within the 2 paragraphs or something of the sort. Okay, so you have to be able to summarize your content easily. Okay, then the other one is analyzing skills. So you have to be able to analyze. So as I said in my previous point, that you have to read a lot of information. So you have to skim through a lot of information, but you get the main point. I have had to write a thesis of around 50 pages within like less than 3-4 days. You know, we have such timelines. So you have to be able to get this content a lot faster and put it together a lot quicker. So analyzing skills is actually being able to skim and know that what is the content you're looking for. You get the content and put it in your own words. So if you're able to actually skim through all this content real quick, get the main points, then you'll be able to actually put down new paper a lot faster. Because if you actually don't know how to research, you can actually take the whole day and not get the content you want, or get all the wrong content. You might actually be forced to revise and start the paper all over again because you missed the point. So being able to analyze this content and putting it down in your own words is a key factor as well. Okay, now you must also have explanation skills. So most of these points actually will never be straightforward. Now, you know, most people think when you're a writer, you just get the content and post it there. No, some of this content, some of the topics might not be straightforward. You might be given a topic that has never been done before. So it's for you to actually understand the relevant or things that seem close, and then you write it in the context of your paper. So you have to have a lot of explaining skills, because you'll be able to back up these points with what you understand or what you have gathered that has not been straightforward. So you might copy paste, but you're able to put this in your own words and, you know, write the paper. So analyzing, then after that you have to explain those topics in your own words, and it might not always, you know, there's some topics that you'll be lucky and you'll get all this information that you need, but at the same time there are very many topics that will never be straightforward. Okay, so yeah, that's my point number 5, that is explanation skills. Then my last point, which I always like insisting when you're starting out and you have not done research papers, or you have but you're struggling, then you also have to check on your time management. Now you have to realize that most of these papers will be timed, they'll have time frames, and some of them will have short deadlines. So you have to always make sure that you don't take all your time to do your research. So you have to be able to get your content real quick, so that you have more time to write the paper and revise and reference than you're taking more time on researching. So time management is key when you're doing your research paper. Yeah, so those are my major points that I wanted you to learn today. If there's something that you don't know, you have to start mastering it. Start, you know, working on your time management, start working on your explanation skills, depending on what you're struggling with, and these 6 points will be able to help you be a good researcher and for you to do your research papers a lot easier, a lot faster. And yeah, you know, the faster you do your papers, the faster you submit them, the more you get new jobs, and when you get more jobs means better paycheck at the end of the month. Yeah, so yeah, that's all guys for today. I hope this has been helpful if you're starting out in freelance writing, if you're struggling with the research, if you have, you know, a thesis paper to do very soon and you're wondering how to do the whole research or stuff like that. I hope this has been helpful, and yeah, till next time, bye guys, bye.